The last century is in captivity. The galaxy
Hello, welcome to GameGazm. I'm Bren.
And I'm not Dan.
No, you're not. Who are you?
I'm Max, and I'm 10 times better than Dan.
Okay.
True story.
What are we looking at today? 10 times better than Dan.
That's exactly what my second name is. We are looking at Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Indeed. I can't wait.
Faith, if you hear this, don't try to take on everyone. Just get out, okay? Noah, I can see them shooting at her.
Welcome to the dystopian city of Glass. Yes, we return again to join Faith as she embarks on another quest of full-on corporate espionage. Running like a boss, this first-person freerunner has had a superb update and takes the elements it created in the first installment and has embellished them to form a refreshing and refined gaming experience. First announced back in 2013, we've been patiently waiting for this one, and now it's finally here.
The story is neither a prequel or a sequel, but delves much deeper into Faith's past and how she became a runner in the first place. A reboot, if you will. After spending a year in juvie, Faith is released and now in debt with Dogan after a botched job that left him out of pocket. The story bobs and weaves and does a pretty good job of keeping you entertained. Although I must admit, a lot of the details of the story are told whilst you're running across the city. Most of the time I was focused on not falling off a building. I missed some plot points that left me a bit confused as to what I was doing. The rest of the story is told through really nice cutscenes. These replace the cartoon stylized cutscenes from the first game, and we have to say, it is much better.
Taking place in this huge city, the first and most obvious change is that the city is open world. You have various missions and tasks you can embark on, and using the game's map you can pick and choose to do side missions, challenges, or just play through with the main story. The new Runner Vision feature has been vastly improved to live update to the player's current objective and lead them to where they need to go. And the world has been suitably built perfectly for many different ways to move through it. You don't have to follow your runner GPS, as it doesn't always offer the fastest route, but it's great for finding your way when you get lost. And you will.
The side missions are pretty much all the same. Take an item across the city in a set time limit. Then there are the dashes. These are basically races that you can compete with other gamers by setting the fastest times on world leaderboards. Despite them feeling samey, free running through the city is a joy. And it's often not the goal that matters, it's more about finding the coolest route.
World traversal is the thing you will be doing a lot of, and thankfully it is fun and challenging. Jumping, sliding down cables, vaulting over rails, wall running, sliding under pipes, it's all here as you remember from the first. And as you progress, you can unlock upgrade points that increase Faith's skills, unlocking things like 180-degree spins, being able to roll out of a high fall without slowing down, or combat techniques like causing extra damage or increasing your damage resistance.
The combat has been overhauled and is a bit more integrated than the previous game. Utilising Faith's free running, you can breeze through enemies, knocking them to the ground, kicking them off ledges, and you can go toe to toe with them when you need to. You have medium and heavy attacks, and these do a fairly good job of dishing out the pain. You have to use the shift skill to avoid being hit, swooping round behind your opponent for some punishing strikes.
Utilising the environment in combat is important. You can direct your kicks and knock your enemies into obstructions. This can stagger them and let you pummel them more, or can give you some precious seconds to leg it. You can also kick guards into each other to confuse them. The combat can be fiddly to get used to, but once mastered it does feel very unique and different. It has had some criticism for feeling like a chore by some reviewers. We read that and frankly laughed, because you know, hand-to-hand combat with a guard should be easy and pose no challenge, right? Right?
In the first game, you could disarm the weapon-wielding guards and use the guns to your advantage for a short while. In this version, however, Faith doesn't need to use weapons and the emphasis is more focused on the free running and world traversal over anything else. I felt that its exclusion may irritate some gamers that really enjoyed that aspect from the first game. However, I found the improvements to the overall free running more than compensating for its loss.
Basically, if you felt that the AAA market has been somewhat saturated with the same old seen it all before stuff, then Mirror's Edge is a welcome change of pace. The graphics are stunning, running on the DICE engine, it really looks the part. The city's architecture is simple and beautiful. Add to this the well-composed soundtrack, some lovable characters, and you've got a really good reboot.
Not everybody will be happy. I for one do miss the predefined time trials from the first game, as this time around, the developers opted for people to find their own route through the city. The lack of variety will put some off, and the removal of guns altogether can be counted as a downside. But with all that said, it still manages to improve on the formula, giving this a GameGazm 8.
Does this mark the beginning of a fresh run for the Mirror's Edge franchise, or will it ultimately be forgotten, becoming a top-class niche cult classic?
Only time will tell, but on reflection, I think we'll do quite well.
Was that a mirror pun?
No. But do you know what Faith's favourite music band is?
No, what?
Glastonbury. Glastonbury!
Lord above.
So, there's a fighter in you after all.
And that was Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I really like it, you know. I really like. I mean, the first one, like, obviously, it was back in 2008.
Yeah,
so it was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Too long.
But they've really have taken what was there and really, like, improved it a lot. Obviously, as you'd imagine, but they haven't got strayed too far away from
the original. No, I don't think they have as well. But obviously the battle system.
Yeah, the combat.
The combat. Yeah. How did you find that?
I think obviously the main difference is the removal of guns altogether.
Yeah,
and
that was weird.
Like it was a bit strange because obviously in the first one you could be really cool and like disarm someone, then use the gun and like kill 2 other guards and stuff. But this one kind of substitutes that for the fact that you can like speed run through walls and stuff and like knock the enemies left and right.
Speed running, like I got the Flash. My nickname's the Flash, so the speed running was right up my alley.
Oh yeah.
And I was going down alleys and up alleys.
Well, and speaking of that, obviously now the game is completely open world, isn't it?
And that's exactly what I wanted from this game, you know, because obviously the first game was a bit linear, you know, it was just, but now they've got, you know me, I'm a bit of a Grand Theft Auto, you know, Arkham Asylum, so I like this open play, go what I want, do what I want to do.
Yeah, and of course the new Runner Vision lets you pretty much pick a plot and it takes you everywhere, doesn't
it? Exactly.
So,
you can just start from where you want to go and then move from there.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Mirror's Edge Catalyst. It's really good, and obviously it's completely different to anything else that's out there at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
So I kind of hope that they do more of these because.
Well, I hope so, and I hope they keep the same, you know, what they've done here. And only improve. Yeah. I think that's the only way forward.
Yes. So yeah, it's a thumbs up from us, and sadly that's all the time we've got for on this episode. If you like the video, don't forget to leave us a like and also subscribe if you haven't already. I've been Bren.
And I'm Max, not Dan.
Yeah, and we've been GameGazm. You didn't do the thing.
Oh, is that?
Okay. Ooh, fucking hell.
Oh God. And that was Mirror's Edge. And that